forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Right, success. It's something we all think about.
Yeah.
Not just like the big time CEO kind of success.
Right.
But that feeling of really, truly like succeeding in our work life.
Yeah.
In our personal life.
Absolutely.
And, you've been really curious about this lately.
I have been.
And it just so happens
Yeah.
that we have 3 French books
Okay.
all about this.
All right.
All about achieving success.
Love it.
And what's so cool is
Yeah.
they all kind of agree on one thing.
What's that?
Forget about
Yeah.
this picture-perfect idea of success.
Okay.
It's not like this checklist
Right.
of things you've got to do to be quote-unquote successful.
I like that. It's not a checklist. Yeah.
It's not a checklist. Yeah.
It's more fluid. Yeah.
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 It's more fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the books, Réussir sa vie aujourd'hui,
Okay.
which I believe translates to
Yeah.
succeeding in your life today,
Mm-hmm.
they actually call success a dynamic process,
I like that a lot. Yeah.
which I love
Yeah.
because it takes the pressure off
Yes.
of having to be perfect right now.
Yes. It's not about right now. Of course not. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
constantly, yeah, it's a process, as they said.
But it's a process.
Yeah.
And, part of that is really striving, learning,
Yes.
adapting.
It's constantly adapting. Yeah.
Right. You're enjoying that journey.
Yeah.
It's not about the finish line.
It's not about the destination. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about, yeah.
It's about just like being present in the process, in the journey.
I like that. So being present in the process of achieving success.
Yes.
Okay.
And a huge part of that
Yeah.
is finding that balance
Okay.
between
Yeah.
being efficient, getting things done,
Right.
but also not burning yourself out.
Yes. Not burning out.
Right. Because how many times have we
Oh, yeah.
push
To hit a deadline.
to hit a deadline
Yes.
and then we're fried.
And we're no use to anybody.
We're no use to anybody.
Yeah.
One of the books calls it Pyrrhic victories,
Okay.
where it's like, yeah, you won,
Right.
but at what cost?
Yes, exactly. It's that feeling of, oh, I got it done, but yeah.
But what was the cost? Yeah.
So how do we strike that balance?
Okay, yeah, how do we?
How do we strike that balance? Because we need to find that balance.
We have to. What did these French authors say?
What do they say?
Because I'm all ears.
Yeah, what do they have to tell us about how to strike this balance? Yeah.
Because I need the wisdom.
So, okay, so they have all these really cool strategies.
Okay.
They call them things like, building good start
Right.
and good finish rituals.
Okay.
It's kind of like athletes and how they have like their pregame routines.
Yes.
To get in the zone.
Yes. I love a good ritual.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. I'm going to talk about rituals then.
Tell me.
So instead of waking up and like immediately going to your emails or, just immediately getting sucked into the day-to-day,
Yes.
the to-do list.
Oh, the to-do list.
They're saying, a good start might be a quiet breakfast,
Okay.
a walk in nature, or even just like 10 minutes of meditation.
Yeah.
Just something to like,
Yeah.
set the tone.
Set the tone.
For the day.
Intentionally set the tone.
Intentionally set the tone.
Yes.
I love that.
So you're not just like,
Yeah.
going through the motions.
Or reacting to your day.
Reacting.
Right.
Right.
You're like, this is how I'm starting my day.
Yeah, this is how I want my day to go.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good start.
That's a good start. Yeah.
What about a good finish?
Oh, a good finish.
Yeah, because then there's that transition.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
From work to personal life.
Yeah, because sometimes that's hard
It is.
to turn it off.
To turn it off and be like, okay, now I'm off.
Yeah. Now I'm present with my family or my friends. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's tough.
But what's a good finish?
So a good finish might look like just taking a few minutes.
Okay.
Maybe tidying up your workspace.
Okay.
Just so you're not coming back to that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The next morning,
It's already like prepped for you,
prepped. Yeah.
ready to go.
Or jotting down
Mm-hmm.
any outstanding tasks for tomorrow.
Getting them out of your head.
Getting them out so they're not like swirling around
Swirling, yeah,
at 8 p.m. when you're trying to have dinner.
exactly. Or listening to a calming song
Ooh, yeah.
on your commute home.
Right. To kind of like decompress.
Yes. Decompress.
Yeah.
Get back into that headspace.
Transition. Yes. Instead of feeling like you're still at work.
Yes, because your mind is still going. Yeah.
Because our minds sometimes don't want to shut off.
They don't. They just keep going and going.
Right.
And going and going.
It's like, please stop.
Yes.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Give me a good finish.
Give me a good finish, yes.
So I love this idea
Yeah.
of being present. Right.
Being present, yes.
And speaking of being present,
Yes.
one of the authors shared a story
Okay.
about missing a connection at a bus stop.
Okay. How's that being present?
That totally changed their perspective
Oh, interesting. Okay.
on everything.
All right, let's talk about this. I got to know more about this. Missing a bus stop or missing a connection?
Missing a connection, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
at a bus stop.
Okay. Missing a connection at a bus stop. How did that change their perspective?
Well, at first, it was just frustrating. Right?
Of course.
You're like, I missed my connection.
It happens.
Now I got to wait.
Right, exactly.
But then it got them thinking, why am I so frustrated about this?
That's interesting. Why is this such a big deal?
Like, is it really that big of a deal?
Right.
And it forced them to slow down,
Okay.
take stock
Yeah.
of what they were doing.
Of their routine, their day-to-day.
Their routine, right.
Right.
And they were like, I'm just going through the motions.
Coming through the motions, and then
Yeah.
missing that connection made them realize that.
Yes. And they realized how much they were just going through the motions
Oh, wow.
each day. And that missed bus, that missed connection,
Right.
it was like a wake-up call.
Wow.
That led to a major career shift.
Wow. From missing a bus connection.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
And a deeper sense of fulfillment.
Wow. Okay.
Because they were no longer just going through the motions.
They were like, wait a minute. Okay, so they were forced to be present.
They were forced to be present.
Okay.
It's like the universe was like,
Right.
wake up, smell the roses.
Wake up.
Yeah. You're missing it.
You're missing it.
Yeah.
You're just like on autopilot.
Yeah. Wow, that's quite a story
Right.
to think, like, the little things
The little things.
that we just kind of like, we don't really pay attention to. Yeah, we don't give them a second thought.
Right.
And sometimes those little things can actually be opportunities.
They are. In disguise, right?
In disguise, exactly. It's all about your perspective, paying attention.
Yeah.
What might they be revealing to us?
What are they revealing to us? Okay, yeah.
Because we miss the signs
We miss the signs. Yeah.
that are right in front of us.
We do. We miss the signs. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And, on that note,
Yeah.
these books also talk about how crucial it is
Yes.
to listen to another important signal,
Okay.
our bodies.
Our bodies.
Because our bodies are always giving us clues
They are.
about what's really going on.
Yeah, if something's off.
If something's off.
Or something's good.
Or something's good, right.
Yeah. Right. We should pay attention to that.
We should be paying attention. I've definitely ignored my body's signals before.
We've all been there. We've all done it. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
We've all done it.
One of the authors talked about how they were
Yeah.
pushing through exhaustion,
Okay.
neglecting their physical health,
Yeah.
all in the name of success.
I gotta get this done. I gotta. Yeah, we've all done that.
Gotta get
Gotta
ahead.
be successful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were successful. Outwardly. But
They were miserable.
Okay.
They felt completely depleted
Yeah.
and unfulfilled.
Okay.
They were like, this isn't it.
And you were like, this isn't what I thought it would be.
This isn't what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, okay.
And I thought it was so powerful
Yeah.
that they called it
Yeah.
living in a golden prison
A golden prison. Oh, yeah. I've heard that before. Yeah.
that they had built for themselves.
Because it is a prison, if you think about it, if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah. Because it's like, you think it's so great,
Yeah.
but in
But
reality,
it's not. No.
no.
It's not.
Yeah. It's like, it's nicer than some prisons, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
But it's still,
It's still a prison. You're trapped.
you're trapped.
Yeah.
You're still beholden to someone or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like that saying,
Yeah.
you can't pour from an empty cup.
There you go.
Right.
You can't pour from an empty cup. That's very true. Yeah.
You can't keep giving and giving and giving. Yeah.
If you're not also taking care of yourself,
If you're not replenishing yourself. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
refilling your cup.
Refilling your cup.
Right.
Yeah.
So this all comes back to
Okay.
defining success on our own terms,
Okay. Yeah.
not some external measure
Right.
that society has told us is success.
Right. Exactly. Because one person's success might be another person's like, I don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of defining success,
Yeah.
and like really finding what truly resonates with your values.
Right.
One of the books talks about this Japanese concept of ikigai,
Ikigai. Yeah, I've heard of that.
which essentially means a reason for being.
Okay, a reason for being. Okay.
So it's like your purpose.
Your purpose.
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Right. And they describe it
Yeah.
as that sweet spot
Sweet spot. Okay.
where your passions,
Okay.
your skills, what the world needs,
Okay.
and what you can be paid for
Oh, there you go. All of it.
all intersect.
Wow. Okay.
It's that sweet spot in the middle.
And where all your passions and skills and what the world needs and what you can be paid for, they're all there.
They all meet.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
That is a small little sweet spot, isn't it? If you can find it. Yeah.
It is a small sweet spot.
Yeah, you got to search for that one.
But it's there.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's there. And they say
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be this grand, singular calling.
Right. Okay, good.
It can be something small. It can be multifaceted,
Right.
but it's an ongoing process
Okay.
of exploration
Okay.
and discovery.
I like that, yeah. You're always, you said it before, it's fluid. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do we find it? Like, how do we know?
Those little clues.
Yeah, how do we know if we're like on the right path, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's paying attention to when you feel energized,
Okay.
engaged.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like work related.
Okay.
Like you have a project you're so passionate about.
Okay.
You look up, and it's like 3 hours later.
Don't let the time go. Yeah, okay.
Right. Like that flow state.
Flow state.
Or you help a colleague
Mm-hmm.
and you feel this sense of satisfaction afterward.
Wow. You help someone? Okay, that feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
Right.
And it's like, those could be little clues,
Okay. They're breadcrumbs.
little breadcrumbs
Yeah.
that your ikigai is leaving for you.
That our purpose, our reason for being is leaving for us. Okay? Okay, yeah.
Right.
I like that a lot.
And sometimes
Yeah.
that path
Yeah.
leads us in some pretty unexpected directions.
It does. It does, absolutely. And you gotta be open to that too. It's not always gonna be a straight line. Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Which reminds me,
What's that?
this other idea that these books bring
yeah.
up,
Yeah, what's that?
the hidden gift of failure.
Okay, the hidden gift of failure. What's that?
Have you ever heard that before?
I love it already.
Ah.
Hidden gift of failure.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Tell me more. What's this hidden gift?
So one of the authors shared a story
Yeah.
about this business venture
Okay.
that totally failed.
Right.
And at the time, it was devastating.
It happens, yeah. Businesses fail.
Right.
Yeah, it's sad, but yeah.
It is sad.
Yeah.
But looking back,
Yeah.
the author was like, you know what?
Yeah.
That experience,
What about it?
it taught me so much
Okay.
about resilience,
Mm-hmm.
adaptability. It helped them recognize
What's that?
a new opportunity
Oh, okay.
that they might have otherwise missed.
Wow. Because because if that first business hadn't failed, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to find the second one.
Right. They would have been so focused on that first business
Yeah.
that they never would have seen this other thing.
Right. Wow. Okay.
It pushed them to reevaluate.
To kind of
Take stock at.
their assumptions
Your assumptions, yeah.
about success, about what they should be doing.
About what they thought success was.
Yeah. And ultimately, it
Yeah.
led them to create something even more successful.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's about reframing, right?
Reframing. Good.
Reframing failure as not the opposite of success,
Right.
but as a potential stepping stone.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, a stepping stone.
Yeah. On the path toward success.
I like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a stepping stone, not the end of the road.
Not the end.
Yeah.
It's just like, ooh, okay.
Okay.
Gotta learn from this.
Gotta learn from this and keep going.
Get back up.
Get back up. Dust yourself off.
Dust yourself off, yeah.
Try again.
You got this.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Yeah.
that requires like adjusting our approach,
Okay, yeah.
building new habits,
It's a habit.
and cultivating
Yes.
the right mindset.
All right, mindset, yeah.
And luckily,
Golly.
these books go into those topics as well.
Oh, perfect. All right, what do they say?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. They really focus on like the power of small actions,
Okay.
but doing them consistently.
Right.
And how those become habits.
Okay.
One author said that like our lives
Yeah.
are basically just a reflection
Okay.
of the choices that we make every single day.
Okay.
And those choices become those ingrained habits.
So if I'm hearing you right, it's like if I want to like level up my life,
Mm-hmm.
I got to like redo my habits too.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
It's not so much like throwing everything out. It's
Yeah.
more like, what if we,
Yeah.
instead of just like going through life on autopilot
Right.
and just reacting impulsively all the time,
Mm-hmm.
what if we just like hit pause,
Yeah.
look at our options,
Yeah.
figure out like what we want,
Yeah.
And then pick the thing that actually like
Right.
gets us to that goal.
Okay.
And then the key is doing it again and again.
Right. Consistently.
Consistency.
Instead of like one day I do it, one day I don't.
Right, exactly. Because then it's like,
It's meaningless.
what are you even doing?
Right.
Yeah.
So give me an example. Like what's a small habit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That I could change.
Okay. So like instead of,
Yeah.
waking up and like immediately grabbing your phone.
Oh, the phone.
Right.
My nemesis.
What if instead
Yeah.
you woke up and you did a quick 5-minute meditation or like a little stretching?
Okay.
Just something to kind of like
Yeah.
get yourself in a good headspace.
Set the tone.
Set the tone for the day instead of like letting,
Being reactive.
like letting the day happen to you.
Right. Exactly.
Be like, no, I'm starting my day.
I am in control.
This is how we're doing it.
We're doing things my way.
Yes. Or like how about like in the evening,
Okay.
instead of scrolling through social media.
The phone. Again,
Right.
it's always the phone.
Oh, it's always the phone. This is such a struggle.
It is a struggle.
These days.
But it's like, okay, so instead of doing that,
Yeah.
what if you read a book
Okay.
or listened to a podcast?
A podcast. Yeah.
There you go.
See, you get me.
I get you.
It's about being intentional, right?
Intentional with your time.
Yes.
Because it's so easy to just
waste it.
waste it. Totally.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
Like, where did the day go?
Where did the day go? What did I even do?
I know.
Yeah.
And it's like that saying, we are what we repeatedly do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so true. It's not just like a one-time thing.
Right.
It's like, what do you do every day?
Yeah.
What are those little habits that are adding up to either like
working for you
or against you?
Or against you.
Exactly. Right. And these books have some pretty good advice actually on breaking those like not so great habits.
Yes. Tell me, because I have some.
And building new ones?
I need all the help I can get.
Well, they talk about like thinking about your triggers.
Okay, my trigger.
Like what is it that makes you
fine.
do the thing that you don't want to do?
Oh, okay.
Like let's say it's snacking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love to snack.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, what is it? Is it stress?
Oh, it's definitely stress.
It's usually stress.
100%.
Right. Or is it boredom? Or is it...
Sometimes it's boredom.
Sometimes I'm just like,
It's just like...
I want to chew on something.
Yes.
Yeah.
But once you know what your triggers are,
Okay.
you can create a substitute. Oh, a substitute. Okay.
Let's talk through it.
So instead of like, I don't know, chips, which I love, I'm not going to lie.
Of course, who doesn't love chips?
Right.
Well.
But instead of chips,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, what if I have some fruit on hand?
Oh.
Or some nuts?
Right. Some healthy fats.
Healthy fats to
Yes,
keep me
yeah.
satisfied.
Right. Or if your trigger is like
Yes.
late at night, scrolling on the phone,
Yeah.
which for me is a big one.
I'm so guilty of this.
Like set a bedtime for your phone.
Woo, a bedtime for my phone. Okay.
Like it's done.
Like it's my child.
It's done at like 9 p.m.
Okay, I like that.
You cannot touch it.
My phone is going to bed at 9.
It's going to bed.
Right.
It's sleeping.
I can do that.
Right.
I like that.
Because then it's not even an option.
Right.
I
It's
mean,
not even there.
It's not even there.
It's not even a temptation.
And pick up a book instead.
Pick up a book. Oh my God.
Which is probably better for your sleep anyway.
Probably way less stimulation.
Yes. Less blue light.
Oh, the blue light. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So it's about like being smart about environment, right?
Your environment and your routines.
Our routines.
Yeah.
Because if it's not...
Because if it's just willpower,
Yeah, willpower
you're
is...
going to fail.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
Exactly.
Willpower's not enough.
Not enough.
You need support.
Yes.
You need systems.
Systems. Yes.
I love it.
Good. All right.
So we talked about habits.
Yeah, habits.
What about this whole mindset thing?
Okay, mindset.
Because that's the other piece of this puzzle.
Right, because you could have all the systems in place.
You can have the best habits.
You could have the best habits.
You could be doing all the things.
But if your mindset's not right.
But if you're still negative,
Yeah.
if you're still,
Yeah.
doubting yourself,
Right.
it's not going to happen.
One of the authors said this thing, and it really stuck with me.
Okay.
They said that, like, negativity
Yeah.
and especially self-criticism can be, like, the biggest roadblock
Oh, 100%.
to success.
It's so true.
Because if you are constantly...
Your inner critic
Yes.
is brutal.
Brutal.
Sometimes, like, I need to just, like, quiet you. Quiet, yes.
Put it in a box.
Put it in a box.
Lock it away. Yeah.
Lock the box.
But it's not about ignoring constructive criticism.
Right.
Because sometimes people can give you really good feedback.
Of course. Yeah.
That you should listen to.
And that's how we grow.
Exactly. But I think it's about recognizing when it's coming from
the wrong
fear or jealousy or just a limited perspective.
Or they're trying to bring you down to their level.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Sometimes people, if they don't feel good about themselves, they're going to try to bring you down.
They're going to try to bring you down, to
make themselves feel better.
And sometimes we've got to, filter out that noise.
Filter it out. I like that.
Block it. Block it, filter it.
Because we need to,
clear the path.
Clear the path to move forward. Yeah. And that's where self-belief comes in.
Self-belief.
These authors are all about that.
Tell me more about that.
Visualizing success.
Yes. I love that visualization.
And embracing a can-do attitude.
Because one of the books mentioned this study.
Oh, yeah.
That we remember something like 80%.
Wow.
Of what we visualize.
80%.
80 versus 20%.
Oh, my gosh.
Of what we read.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of wild.
So when we...
So we should be spending more time visualizing than...
Visualizing those goals.
Yeah.
As if they've already happened.
As if they've already happened? Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Engaging our imagination.
Engaging your imagination. Yeah.
Right.
That's so cool.
And just that positive expectation.
Yeah, I love that.
And you know what else?
What's that?
These books really emphasize the idea that success, it's not linear.
Oh.
It's not like this straight shot.
Right. It's messy.
It's messy.
Yes.
There are going to be bumps in the road.
There are bumps.
You're going to swerve to avoid the obstacle.
Right.
There might be a detour.
There might be some roadblocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're going to stumble.
We're going to stumble.
We're going to fall down.
We might fall down.
Right.
But we're going to get back up.
You get back up.
Yes.
And you've learned from that.
Exactly. And that reminds me the story about the author.
Oh, yeah.
Who missed that connection at the bus stop. Right. Okay. And that was a life-altering. It was life-altering. Right. And how was missing a bus?
How is that possible?
How is missing a bus connection life-altering?
Right.
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 It's just a bus.
It's a bus. You get on, you get off.
Right. You just get on the next one.
What's the big deal?
But for them, it became this catalyst for self-reflection.
Okay.
Where they realized they were just stuck in this rut.
Okay, just going through the motions.
Going through the motions.
Right.
And so they made this huge career shift.
Wow.
And found more fulfillment.
Okay.
And happiness.
So it wasn't about the bus.
It wasn't about the bus.
It was about what the bus represented.
It was about what it represented.
Wow, that's deep.
Right. So sometimes those disruptions, those inconveniences.
Yes, those disruptions, they're blessings in disguise.
They're blessings in disguise. You got to find the opportunity.
Find the opportunity in the disruption.
In the disruption, yes.
I like that a lot.
So how do we
do it?
How do we take all of this this dynamic process?
Yeah.
The focus on well-being.
Okay.
The power of habits, mindset.
Yes.
Knowing that there's going to be bumps along the way.
Right.
How do we actually apply this to our lives?
Yeah. What's a good first step?
Yeah. What's a good first step for our listeners?
That's a good question.
It really is about taking control, isn't it?
Yeah.
Success is not just going to...
It's not going to just fall in your lap.
Fall in our laps.
Right.
We can't just sit here and wait for it to happen.
No, you got to go after it.
We got to go after it. You got to make it happen.
You got to make it happen.
Yes.
And I think that's so empowering.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest takeaways, at least for me from these books, is we have more control.
Yes. We have way more control than we think.
Yeah. We really do.
And get to decide, what does success even mean?
Yes. What is success?
Because for you, it might be something different than for me.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
It's totally fine.
It's your version of success.
Our own version.
Yeah.
Love that. And we get to choose.
You get to choose our habits.
Our habits.
Right.
How we respond to challenges.
Yeah, all of it. It really is. It's powerful stuff.
It's very empowering.
It is.
So, okay, if our lives really are just a reflection of the choices we make every day.
Yeah.
Like we've been saying.
Right.
What's one small change?
One small change.
Our listeners could make today.
Right. Okay.
That would maybe put them on that path.
Okay, put them on the path, yeah.
Towards their own version.
Towards their own version of success.
Okay,
so what could they do?
Yeah, what's a good first step?
A good first step. You know what keeps coming back to me?
Yeah.
Those good start and good finish strategies.
Oh, yes.
We talked about those earlier.
They're so good.
even if you just pick one.
Yeah.
Like, just try it.
Just try it. See what happens.
See what happens, yeah.
Right.
Because even that little shift can make a big difference.
It can make such a difference, yeah.
Or how about this?
Yeah.
Identify one tiny habit. One tiny habit.
They want to change.
Okay.
And just take the first step.
It's the first step.
Even if it's the tiniest little step.
It doesn't have to be this big, massive
overhaul.
Right. It's not about changing your whole life in one day.
Right, because that's overwhelming.
It's too much.
Way too much.
It's overwhelming. Don't do that.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah.
And speaking of baby steps.
Yes.
What if
you need help?
Yeah, what if you need some guidance?
What if you're like, I don't even know where to begin.
Where do I even begin?
Yeah.
Find a mentor.
Find a mentor. I love that.
Right.
Or at least just like someone you admire.
Okay, yeah.
Reach out to them.
Ask for advice.
Ask for advice and inspiration.
Like, how'd you do it?
Right, exactly.
Pick their brain a little bit.
Yes, pick their brain.
I love it.
And while you're at it,
yeah,
tell your listeners to take a minute to visualize their goals.
Yes. The visualization.
Because we were talking about that. It's powerful.
It's so powerful.
Like, really picture it as if it's already happened.
Already happened.
Right.
It's like you're already there.
Love it.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into the French philosophy of success.
Yes.
The biggest thing I'm taking away from this is that it's a journey.
It is.
It's not this like
destination.
Like a checklist. We talked about this.
It's not a checklist. It's not like you.
It's messy.
It's messy. There's detours.
Wrong turns.
You might take a wrong turn.
You'll probably take a wrong turn.
You're going to stumble.
You're going to stumble, but that's okay.
But that's part of it.
That's part of the adventure.
Exactly. That's what makes it an adventure.
It's more fun that way.
It is more fun that way. Embrace the journey.
Embrace the messy journey.
The messy, messy journey.
The detours.
The wrong turns.
And remember,
what's that?
You're in the driver's seat.
You are in control.
You are in control.
Love